Ever felt like you're just, you know, drowning in details? Especially when something goes wrong in a really complex project. Like imagine you're building that perfect house, but then suddenly a window won't close right, or maybe a light flickers constantly. Well, in the software world, those little hiccups are called bugs, and
Uh,
managing them, that can feel like a full-time job itself. So today we're taking a deep dive into top bug tracking tools for software testing. We're going to unpack some really essential insights from expert reviews, feature breakdowns, basically giving you a shortcut to understanding this critical area.
yeah, exactly. Our mission here is to sort of sift through all the information out there and pull out the most important bits. We want to show you how the right bug tracking tool can really centralize how you report issues, make team communication way simpler, and speed up fixing those pesky bugs.
Hmm.
The goal is to help you get genuinely well-informed on this, without feeling
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
Okay, sounds good. Let's unpack this then. So, starting with the basics. What is a bug tracking tool, fundamentally? At its core, it's software designed to help teams record, report, assign, and track defects, right? Through the whole software project lifecycle. Think of it like a central command center for problems.
Precisely. It's mission control for glitches.
Mhm.
Every problem gets logged, looked at, and hopefully fixed. It stops things falling through the cracks. And the main goal really is to simplify how teams talk to each other about these bugs and speed up how quickly they get resolved. That's incredibly valuable for software quality.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense. But here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. When should you maybe not use one, like a full-on defect tracker?
That's a great point. You'd think every project needs one, right? But the sources actually suggest maybe not. For really small, simple software projects, these tools can sometimes have a surprisingly steep learning curve. And, there are license costs involved too.
Right, the overhead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in those very specific cases, something simple, like a well-managed spreadsheet, think Excel might actually be, believe it or not, more efficient.
Hmm. So it really depends on the context.
It absolutely does. And what's fascinating is how the experts we looked at chose these top tools. They focused on criteria crucial for pretty much any team.
Okay, like what?
Well, things like ease of use, how intuitive is it?
Yeah.
Collaboration features, can teams communicate updates quickly? Also, integration support, does it play nicely with other tools you use? Real-time notifications, getting instant updates is key. And then, reporting and analytics for spotting trends, and of course, security and reliability. You need it to be secure and, well, always working.
Got it. Those all sound pretty critical. Okay, so based on that expert verdict, 3 tools really stood out: SpiraTeam, Zoho Projects, and Jira Software. Let's dig into what makes them the top contenders. Starting with SpiraTeam, the #1 pick. They describe it as a really robust tool, great for streamlining defect tracking for, well, teams of any size, apparently. It's got a comprehensive set of features. One thing that really jumped out was its customizable defect workflows. You can actually tailor the workflow to match exactly how your organization does QA.
Yeah, whether you're agile, waterfall, or some kind of hybrid, it supports them all. And it even helps prevent incomplete bug reports, which, as one expert mentioned, is a huge help during audits. Keeps things clean.
That makes sense. And then there's this feature, defect cloning and reusability. You said this is quite rare.
It is, and it's really powerful. Think about bugs that keep popping up in similar parts of the software or across different projects. Instead of writing the same bug report over and over, you could just clone it. Saves a ton of time.
Oh, I can see that being useful.
Definitely. There was an anecdote about a team creating a reusable template for API regressions, those tricky bugs where changes break connections. It cut their reporting time by like 30%.
Wow, okay. And the third key thing for SpiraTeam.
Integrated requirements and test management. This links every bug back to the original requirement it relates to and the test case that found it. That gives you complete traceability end-to-end, makes finding the root cause much faster, especially for, say, compliance-driven projects where you need that audit trail.
Okay, so traceability and customization seem key there.
Absolutely. If we zoom out a bit, SpiraTeam's strength is really empowering teams to manage complex projects with more precision, especially where compliance is tight. Consolidating the data, tailoring alerts. It shifts things from just reacting to bugs to strategically managing quality based on real impact.
Right, proactive, not just reactive. Okay, next up, #2, Zoho Projects. This one gets praise for automated alerts and clear, concise bug tracking. Sounds very user-friendly.
It is. It's often seen as ideal for developers wanting a really reliable platform without maybe all the bells and whistles of some others. A key feature is its milestone-based tracking.
How does that work?
It directly ties bug fixes to your bigger project milestones. so you ensure the critical stuff gets fixed before a major release goes out. One expert talked about using it for a product launch, keeping QA aligned with delivery goals. Led to much better sprint planning.
Ah, avoiding those last-minute scrambles. Nice.
What else stands out for Zoho?
Well, SLAs and escalations. SLA means service level agreement. You can set deadlines for fixing bugs based on how severe they are. And if those deadlines are missed, automatic escalations kick in, keeps everyone accountable.
Okay, so built-in accountability.
Exactly. And experts saw it drastically cut down turnaround delays in a client's QA process. And then there are automation rules. You can set up triggers, like if a bug is marked critical, automatically assign it to the lead developer, and notify the project manager.
Automating the workflow. Yeah, it reduces that manual triage time, helps meet those SLAs. It integrates well with GitHub, GitLab too.
And cons. Anything tricky.
One source mentioned API linking to Zoho Desk tasks was a bit complicated. But overall, very strong on automation and clarity. It really brings up an interesting point, doesn't it? For teams that really prioritize accountability and smooth workflows, how much value do these automated rules and SLAs add? Zoho Projects clearly answers that by making sure issues just don't get lost in the shuffle. It's like a safety net.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, number 3, Jira software from Atlassian. This one's often seen as the big player, right? Known for managing team issues efficiently, user-centric design, used beyond just software too.
Definitely. It's hugely popular and very scalable, great for large projects. One of its core strengths is its powerful search with JQL, Jira Query Language. It's like a super advanced search command line for your bugs. You can filter by almost anything, severity, who it's assigned to, specific labels, and you can save common searches as filters, which saves a lot of repetitive work.
Okay, powerful search. What else?
Something really interesting now is defect clustering insights. It uses Atlassian Intelligence, their machine learning tech.
Machine learning for bugs, how?
It looks at all your bug reports and automatically groups similar ones together, even if they don't seem obviously related. It might find hidden patterns, like maybe lots of bugs stem from one particular area of code or always happen after a certain type of update.
Whoa.
Yeah. One expert used this to spot hidden issues across their microservices, these small, independent parts of a bigger system. The insights led them to do a refactoring sprint, basically rewriting some underlying code, which significantly boosted stability.
So it's helping find the root cause.
Exactly, beyond just individual bugs. And then, of course, real-time dashboards. Clear visual charts showing key metrics, unresolved bugs, how long fixes take, etc. Easy to share, great for spotting trends quickly, like seeing if regressions spike after a release.
Okay, Jira seems powerful, especially with that AI layer. Any downsides mentioned?
One specific point was frequent errors when trying to clone a subtask. A bit niche, maybe, but noted. Also, while powerful, really getting the most out of things like the AI clustering does need a team ready to analyze that data.
Right, you need to act on the insights.
Precisely. But what's really fascinating with Jira is that shift. It's moving beyond just tracking bugs towards proactively identifying systemic problems. It's trying to help prevent future bugs.
That's a significant step up. Okay, so those are the top 3, but the sources covered more, right? What does all this mean for your unique project, your team? Because clearly, one size doesn't fit all.
Absolutely. While SpiraTeam, Zoho, and Jira are strong contenders, other tools bring unique strengths that might be the perfect fit depending on what you need.
So let's touch on a few others briefly. What stood out?
Well, Smartsheet, for example. People like its spreadsheet-style interface, very intuitive if you're used to that. Its cool feature is cell linking. You can link data across different sheets to create a master bug log without duplicating everything. Plus, it has strong audit trails for compliance.
Okay, spreadsheet feel, good for audits. What about Bugzilla? That one's been around a while.
It has. It's open source and highly configurable. A key feature is duplicate bug detection. As you type a new bug, it suggests existing ones that might be the same. Saves a lot of wasted effort discussing the same issue multiple times in triage meetings.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Avoids duplicate work.
Definitely. And it has whining reports for automated updates, which is kind of amusingly named.
Huh. Okay, what about Mantis?
Mantis is known for being user-friendly, simplifying reporting. It has an integrated wiki, which is neat for documenting processes or common fixes right within the tool. One expert said it really cut down onboarding time for new testers. And it has a unique sponsorship tracker, good for open source projects to see what fixes the community wants most.
Interesting. And Redmine.
Redmine's good for managing multiple projects together, supports various databases. Its Gantt chart visualization is useful for spotting bottlenecks in your bug fixing process. And its REST API means you can automate things, like creating a bug ticket automatically if an automated test fails.
Okay, multi-project visualization, automation, last one, track.
Track is praised for being easy to set up. Its notable feature is tight span-stick. Subversion integration linking code commits directly to bug tickets. That creates a really clear audit trail from bug report straight to the code fix. Very transparent. And it allows batch modification for updating lots of tickets at once.
Wow. Okay, so from linking cells in Smartsheet to AI clustering in Jira, duplicate detection in Bugzilla, what really stands out to me is just the sheer variety. There genuinely seems to be a tool tailored for almost any specific workflow or need. So wrapping up this part,
Yeah.
as we've definitely seen, picking the right defect tracking tool isn't just a small admin task. It can really reduce project chaos and significantly improve your software quality.
That's the core takeaway. These tools improve visibility, they cut downtime when things go wrong, and they support much more efficient ways of working.
Right.
They provide real, measurable value to pretty much any development team.
But remember, the quote-unquote best tool, it's not universal. It really depends on your project's complexity, team size, how you work agile, waterfall, hybrid, and your specific pain points.
Exactly. There's no single right answer, only the right answer for you.
And it's worth remembering, right, that many of these offer free trials or even free basic plans.
That's a crucial point. It gives you a low-risk way to try them out. Explore, see what feels right for your team, what fits your workflow before you commit. You can test drive them.
Great advice. Okay, well, we hope this exploration, this deep dive, has given you a much clearer picture of the options out there for bug tracking tools and how they can genuinely streamline your whole development process.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. When you're looking at these tools, consider not just the list of features, think about the underlying philosophy of the tool. Does it align with how your team actually approaches problem solving? Could the right tool do more than just help fix bugs? Could it actually change your team's mindset about quality? Maybe push you towards preventing issues, not just reacting to them.
Something to definitely chew on. All right, that's all for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
CTS Academy.